The green sea turtle, a giant of the ocean, measuring over a meter in length and weighing up to 180 kilograms, glides gracefully across thousands of kilometers of open sea with its powerful paddle-like flippers. Living for more than 80 years, it stands as a symbol of endurance and resilience. What is truly remarkable is that after decades of wandering through vast oceans, the green turtle always returns to the very beach where it was born, guided only by the invisible pull of Earth's magnetic field. In summer, sunlight spills across the white sands of the Galápagos as colossal silhouettes emerge from the depths of the sea. After their long oceanic journey, the turtles crawl slowly onto the shore. With heavy effort, the female digs a deep hole in the sand using her hind flippers, then carefully lays between 50 and 200 eggs, tiny white pearls of life. When the task is done, she covers the nest, shielding her offspring from predators, and without looking back, she returns to the open ocean, leaving the next generation in the hands of nature. About 70 days later, the sand begins to tremble and crack as hundreds of tiny hatchlings break through to the surface. Without hesitation, they dash toward the ocean, beginning a perilous journey of survival. Crabs wait along the sand, their claws clicking in anticipation, while seabirds dive from above and fish lurk beneath the waves. The distance to the water is short, but it is fraught with danger. Only a few survive the gauntlet, those that do carry forward the strength of their kind, ensuring that the story of the green turtle endures as it has for millions of years. Yet, just as new life emerges, the harshest season arrives. Summer fades into cold winds as the chilling Humboldt Current sweeps through the Galápagos, signaling the approach of autumn. Food becomes scarce, forcing Darwin's finches to scatter in search of the last remaining seeds, while the once green slopes turn dry and barren. Even the giant Galápagos tortoises begin their slow but determined migration toward the misty valleys, where the vegetation remains lush and alive. Though the landscape appears still and quiet, every creature is secretly engaged in a desperate race to gather strength and prepare for the coming winter. The giant tortoise, an emblem of endurance and longevity, moves with deliberate grace, advancing only a few meters each day over rugged terrain, feeding on withered grass, tender leaves, and the juicy fruits of cactus as it continues its timeless journey of survival. An invaluable source of energy sustains the massive body of the giant tortoise, weighing hundreds of kilograms. Yet what it leaves behind is even more vital seeds that, after passing through its colossal body, fall to the ground and germinate, bringing new life and greenery to the islands. In the stillness of the autumn landscape, the slow, deliberate movement of the giant tortoise stands as living proof of endurance and extraordinary adaptation. Its journey is not merely a struggle for survival, but a silent symphony of nature, one that keeps the Galápagos alive, renewing its cycle generation after generation. Across the restless ocean, another giant rises not to hunt, but to embody the magnificent story of life, loss and endurance. The humpback whale, the true giant of the blue depths. The sea never rests. Among waves crowned with white foam, a massive silhouette arches gracefully before crashing back into the surface, performing the majestic dance of the humpback whale. Reaching up to 16 meters in length and weighing nearly 40 tons, it is not only one of the largest marine mammals, but also among the most expressive. Unlike the serene blue whale or the fierce orca, the humpback is an artist of the sea, singing, leaping, and communicating through mysterious melodies that echo across the ocean. Each year, these whales embark on one of nature's most astonishing migration journeys, spanning up to 25,000 kilometers across vast oceanic expanses. During summer, they thrive in the cold, nutrient-rich waters near the poles, where life abounds and the entire pod feeds in harmony. As winter approaches, they leave those frozen seas behind and travel toward the warm tropical waters to mate and give birth. continuing the eternal rhythm of life. This voyage is a true test of endurance. Once they depart the feeding grounds, the whales consume almost nothing for months, relying entirely on their thick reserves of fat to sustain them through the journey and the task of nurturing new life. After a gestation of 11 to 12 months, a newborn calf emerges into the immense ocean, measuring up to 5 meters long and weighing over a ton. Despite its impressive size, it is still fragile, small, vulnerable, being in the endless blue, dependent on its mother's constant care and protection. Each day, the calf consumes over 400 liters of its mother's rich milk, growing rapidly and gaining nearly 90 kilograms daily. The sea glimmers silver under the sunlight as gentle waves roll across the surface. Beneath, the mother humpback and her calf glide slowly through the deep blue, beginning their great migration, a perilous journey stretching thousands of kilometers, from the icy southern seas to the fertile northern feeding grounds. But in the vast depths, a silent predator lurks, waiting patiently for the right moment to strike. The mother has made this passage many times before and knows the dangers well, but this time, everything is different. Now she is not alone. The young whale was only a few months old, too innocent to understand that the ocean, though vast and free, is also a merciless battlefield. It swam joyfully beside its mother, playfully flicking its tail and creating ripples of light across the water. But the mother was uneasy. She sensed something lurking in the distance, an approaching pod of orcas, the ocean's most formidable predators. Moving in perfect formation, they glided silently